Hey, it's your boy Sean here with Torch Media. We're at the John D. Bradley Center for the 17th Annual Chatham Kent Toy Show and Sale. Let's go get ourselves some painted plastic. How you doing, man? It's Sean with Torch Media.
Hi, I'm Rob Sterling.
Rob, we're here at the toy show. I want to get a jump on Christmas. It's January 14th. We need to find the it toy for next year. Can you help me?
I definitely can.
All right, man, let's do this.
Great.
All right, Rob, so what can you tell us about the toys we've got around us here?
So there's a whole assortment, toys for anyone, anything from kids' play toys to highly collectible items. We have things like farm toys, model cars, trucks, trains, planes, dolls, coins, really a big assortment of a lot of different things.
I genuinely don't know what to say because there's a time in your life when you find something you never knew you needed. And it's all right here in front of me.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, thanks. It's just, I get ideas and I gotta see them real, right? I get a picture in my head and I have to be able to put it on a table and say, there, I did that.
I'm not gonna lie, we came here to find the best toy for Christmas. I don't care about Christmas anymore. I don't care about buying anything for anyone else. I'm here for this.
Well, thanks. You know, because it's not for everybody. So you really have to find the right person that you know, gets it and appreciates it. Because, you know, I do a lot of shows and the number of people that just walk by and go, oh, what the hell's that? That's weird. I don't like that. Come on, Billy, let's get out of here.
Well, Billy can get gone because I'm loving this. What can you tell us about our work here?
I'll buy a bag of parts and we'll go through it, my 5-year-old granddaughter together. And she'll say, well, don't pull the head off this one because I like it. And then you can pull the head off that one if you want. And so we split them up. And I said, well, I have to have this because I need that head. And she goes, okay, but I like this one. So don't pull the head off that one.
It's an excellent life lesson. Sometimes sacrifices must be made. How realistic do these farm toys get?
There's everything from very simple to very highly detailed with you know, every detail you would see essentially on a real piece of equipment.
Can you get a miniature foreclosure from the bank?
I'm sure if you looked around, you might be able to find someone who either has that or could create it for you here.
What is this? What can you tell us? What do we have here?
Well, this is a historical war game. That's what we do at Kegs, is a miniature historical war game. So what we've got set up here is a war game set in Normandy in World War II, maybe about June 10th, 1944, a little after D-Day. When you're shooting, you roll dice, probability to see if you get hit, how much damage you take, whether the guys get wounded or killed, et cetera, et cetera.
Which die represents the letter from home when a Jody has taken the soldier's wife? Which die represents, you know, the loss, the sense of betrayal at home?
Yeah, that would be when you roll a 1.
Now, do I need my own cat to make the landscape here, or can I?
No teddy bears were hurt in the making of this.
Right.
There was probably quite a few teddy bears that were hurt in the making of this game.
Well, there's always casualties in war.
There is casualties in war, for sure.
I cannot express how beautiful this work is. Can you take us through it? I want to start. Let's start at the end of the table here, and if you would.
This one is called Christ the Receiver. Usually, I come up with a name first, and then I build to the name. But this one, I had no idea. I wanted to make a cross. I wanted to see somebody tied to it. I didn't have any real idea. And then, so I had it just about built. And then I found this TV. This is my granddaughter's I owe her a TV set because I found this.
Are you going to upgrade to a flat screen?
Yeah. But that was the thing. So then I'm like, oh my God, I'll crucify a TV set. And then, so I had it all built and I printed out a picture of the broken screen and glued that down and made the crown of thorns. And it was only when it was all done that
right.
I thought, oh, Christ the Receiver, get it?
And it's a bit prophetic with the attack on modern media, the quote, fake news.
Yeah, exactly. Like, right, you know, and that's, I think now if I had it to do over again, I'd put a big CNN logo in there or something. And
all right, Paul, so we've got quite the train track here in front of us. What could you tell us about model training?
Oh, model trains are just well, there's lots to tell about it.
Now, would you say this is more of a singular or group activity? Would a group of people get together and run trains?
Absolutely a group. Oh, yes, yeah. We're at the Chatham Model Railroad Club, so we do have this is our club. Our group is here today, and we're all running trains today, and yeah.
How many people do you typically get together to have run a train group together?
We generally run it at our meetings. We have a monthly meeting on every second Friday of every month, and we'll have a get together. We'll run some trains, and we'll typically have 3 or 4 guys at a time on the track. So
right. How old would you say is the oldest person in your club running the train?
He's in his 80s.
In his 80s, and probably as a retiree, probably running a train every day.
Well, as much as he can get down there. Yep.
Miniature, tiny, hot farmer daughters.
I don't know. You might be able to find that. You'll certainly be able to find some miniature, men and women,
right.
Little scaled items.
If I can do something and make it scary and dirty and a little bit more upsetting, say, then I'm all for that. I mean, I
wouldn't say it's upsetting. Honestly, this to me is genuinely beautiful work. How you've taken Hockey Night, a Canadian tradition, and introduced it to a horror world, bringing zombies into it.
It was I got commissioned by a friend of mine to do a zombie hockey player for her present for Christmas, and it turned out really well, and it was a lot of fun. So I've done several now, and I bought this goalie and the hockey net new with an eye towards making a bigger piece.
Nice.
But it wasn't until I actually kind of thought of the term Hockey Night of the Living Dead.
Oh, beautiful.
That it really pushed me to finish this piece.
All right, Chris, we've got a pretty big blue rocket here. What can you tell us about this blue rocket?
This is actually a dual engine rocket. So you get a lot more altitude out of this than a regular rocket.
And as far as parachute recovery system, what do we got here?
This one, I don't know if it has one in here, but it would just pop out the top, and my paint's a little bit stuck here.
A little twist on the tip of the head there.
Absolutely. What'll happen, you'll get a probably about a 16-inch plastic parachute that comes out.
Shooting out of the top, right?
Absolutely, once it's up at its peak.
And we have several models of rocket here today. Can we take a look through them?
Absolutely.
Perfect.
Let me show you.
And I can see they come in all varieties of color. We saw blue earlier. I see a couple of the giant red rocket here.
Yes.
A couple other red rockets as well, and one gigantic purple monster here.
Yes.
What kind of what is this thing called? It's gigantic.
This is actually a high power rocket. So you need a little special certification to be able to fly it.
Not anybody could handle a rocket like that.
Absolutely, yes.
Okay.
You need to buy a bigger engine. And so you need to have some folks that know how to use the high power rockets to kind of mentor you through it.
Because with an engine of that size, it's going to have a greater thrust, would you say?
Absolutely, yes. Right. And it needs beefier equipment to get
Yeah. Okay, beefy equipment. Okay. Yeah. And our good friend Kim Jong-un, also a big fan of rockets.
I'm sure
is he a part of the association? Do you guys rocket together?
Think so, no.
No, Elton John, the original Rocket Man.
No, although I've been called the Rocket Man myself.
Oh, have you? Oh, is it a rivalry?
Maybe.
An angry old man yelling at children to get off his lawn.
You know what? If you search hard enough, you might even find that.
What about a house with a bunch of tiny frisbees on it to display why that man was so angry to begin with?
Well, you could probably find the house, but you'd have to add the frisbees yourself.
Mike, were you mixing Disney and Star Wars prior to the Disney-Star Wars merger?
No, and it was an accident that I did it. I got a cheap Stormtrooper because it was cheap, and I didn't really have any ideas what to do with it. And so I realized that I had a Mickey Mouse head in a box in my studio. And so I thought, oh, well, let's see how that worked.
Well, you've done it again because now Disney owns Fox. Fox owns the Aliens universe.
Yeah, I'm kind of, that's the thing. It's not like when I did this one, I wasn't thinking about it either. But I mean, with Disney owning everything, I guess it's kind of appropriate. And you can't say that I'm really necessarily mixing universes because now they're all one universe.
That's right. Miniature trained attack dog chasing children.
I'm sure you could find a dog. you'd probably be able to set up a scene that looks something like that.
So what do we have here in front of us?
This is a model of a V-22 Osprey in a completely fictitious color scheme because it's painted for Canadian services. And of course, Canadians don't own any Osprey, but nonetheless.
And this is a rescue vehicle. So for Canadian rescue, less water, more.
This one is, like I said, it's completely fictitious color scheme.
Well, sure, but in the fictitious rescue situation, where are we? What are we rescuing?
This thing, who knows?
Like,
this would be.
Are we running Timbits?
I think we would, although we don't like them right now, right? We're having trouble with Tim Hortons.
Well, I can't talk about capitalism with my boss right in front of me, so.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, I don't get a break today. Now, it's my understanding there's a bit of a rivalry with John Deere. Can you explain that to me?
Well, it's no different from people who like Ford, Chev, Dodge. For tractors, it's the same. You're either a John Deere person, Case IH, Ford. Everybody has their preference for a certain type.
Now, is there a violent gang rivalry between the two?
Certainly not, but we all like to take some friendly jabs at each other.
Would you like to develop one tonight? Will you take a tiny paintbrush and paint gang graffiti on another farmer's display as to show that John Deere is the best tractor? All other tractors are trash.
Well, you know what? Like I said, it's a friendly rivalry.
All right, and so we're just about done here at the 17th Annual Toy Show and Sale here in Chatham. What can I say? I didn't get the Hatchimal I was looking for. They ran out, but I got plenty of ideas for what to get for Christmas next year. Trains, planes, automobiles, and a big red rocket. For Torch Media, I'll see you folks later.